So we just like to ask everyone to please keep your mics muted during the meeting. I think towards the end we will have sort of a open floor, some takeaways, some sharing, if you will. You can feel free to use the chat box on the bottom, and we're really asking everyone, this is a great opportunity to network. We have people really from across the country that will be participating and joining in on the very high vibrations that Brother Mychal Sledge and his wonderful wife, Deborah Sledge, will be sharing and imparting. So please feel free to include your name, your email address, and any other contact information that you feel comfortable sharing in the chat box, okay? I'm sure I don't need to say this, but I will say it just to please be respectful to the presenter and each other. Be mindful of any profanity, as it's always quite possible that we'll have some young kings and queens listening in. So we want to be mindful of our language and our speech. Some of you also may have an icon, I think, that allows you to raise your hand or give a fist or a thumbs up or a clap. Feel free to use that. We're in the new world of virtually or sharing, virtually speaking, if you will, and I'm learning as we go along, okay? And lastly, we're expanding. Mychal and I have been friends for a very, very long time. We've kind of reunited after about 50 plus years. And so he's helping, him and his wife and my dear wife and others are helping to expand this platform of Home of I Am. So please feel free to email any suggestions or thoughts and comments to www.metalp@gmail.com. Okay. With that, I'm going to ask our beautiful sister, Deborah Sledge, if she would give us some wonderful, beautiful libations to help set the vibration and tone of the meeting. So if you would please unmute yourself, sister, we appreciate it.
Give thanks, brother. So we're going to open this edition of the Home of I Am by simply paying homage to those who have come before us. I just want to position my screen. There we go. Hopefully you can see my altar. So we give homage to the mothers and forefathers of our divine legacy, to those whom we know by name and to those who we don't know by name. We, the offspring of your struggle, plant ourselves in this fertile soil of spirit consciousness. As seeds, we will sprout, giving new life within things, within us and through us. May all of our sacrifices and offerings contribute to cosmic harmony. And we pour libations for all of our righteous ancestors, and feel free to call on those righteous ancestors silently as I pour a libation. Call them into the circle, into our meeting. And we give thanks. Ashe.
Ashe, sister, thank you so much. So Home of I Am began for me, home of the creator, home of God, home of the greatness within, has been a lifelong journey. I think around 2011, I had some of us may call them downloads or inspirations. And I felt the strong sense of love and vibrations of the greatness of I Am that was starting to grow and blossom. So that day it came to me that today I proclaim the greatness in I Am. I am at one with the most great spirit. I am great. I am excellent. I attract all beauty. I am assistance, and I am beauty. At that time, I felt that I was taking the first step from the upper realms to set up a forum, and this is where we are, right? Where one can feel safe to proclaim and discover I am within themselves, free from all and all criticism, political, religious, special interests, and the like. It's just a place where one can call on the greatest spirit of all great spirits to awaken the innate great spirit within. And at that point, it was 2011, and I said, and so I wait, right? So went through journeys and thoughts and growth and experiences, and it broke me right here to 2019. And that day was November 11th. I remember, and I said, and I stepped forward into spirit, and I said, today, I submit to the wishes of the great I am within. Today, this haven's first block of energy has been laid in love. So it was that day that I made the internal and spiritual commitment to step forward and, as Brother Mychal Sledge would say, just get out of the way and let the great I am take over. And so that's what has happened, and that's where we are. And I started the process of putting meetings together where people can just come and be. The format of these gatherings are very simple. We just have a welcoming, what Sister Deborah Sledge did, and I'll read a statement of purpose, which I'm kind of doing now, where I have some artistic expressions, a wonderful meditation that will be led again by Sister Deborah Sledge, another artistic expression, and then our main presentation by a wonderful presenter, powerful King Mychal Sledge will do that. We may have an open floor for sharing some takeaways, and I really love for us to leave with some actionable thoughts. So there may be some people here that you feel a special connection with, or something that you would like to share with people, things that you are doing and engaging, especially understanding where we are in the world today. I think it's just really important for people of like-minded hearts and vibrations to step up, to step in, and to step forward to make the world a better place. So Home of I Am essentially is just a conduit for thought. It's a place and a space for all people of just high thoughts to come together and to share. Home of I Am is for everyone. Some things and people and places that come to mind is Home of I Am are for homeless folks, or for leaders, for musicians and artists, educators, children, healers, activists, the abused, advocates, thinkers, ordinary people, extraordinary people, introverts, extroverts, all genders, all hues, all of our wonderful, beautiful ancestors, the terrestrials and the extraterrestrials, and of course, our wonderful and beloved ascended masters. Home of I Am invites our guests to be our presenters. So if you would like to be a presenter, please feel free to email me at www.metalp @gmail.com. So we are certainly seeking presenters. Our general theme is the theme of AIM. We call it AEM. It's our AIM. The acronym stands for awareness, expansion, and movement. And we're looking for that energy from people of all places and all races, right? To share your mission, to share your work, to share your greatness, to share your passion. So back in 2011, the summation of where I was that I felt that the journey back to one requires true transformation, and that was quite a journey for me. It's been a lifelong journey, but in particular, I would say from 2010 to today, 2020, 10 years, right? So I'm 63 years old today, and every day, every breath I take, every step I make, every waking moment, every sleeping moment, I'm just eternally grateful for the journey. So I felt that we would be uninhibited by the middle road. I know that your way back to me, that being the greatest one, is your true life's journey. Becoming one, becoming your I am, is truly the road to pureness of true liberty. So many examples in our life that we settle for just enough, or so many times of accepting, the almost as a good effort, The one thing I know and that we all know is that God is the best beloved. So with that, I'm going to ask my darling wife to introduce our wonderful Deborah Sledge, who will lead us in a brief meditation to begin.
Deborah is a franchise owner of cruise planners and facilitates all types of travel, both land and sea, for her clients. Apart from her current responsibilities, Deborah also enjoys writing and is a contributing author in Life's Spices from Seasoned Sisters, a collection of life stories from mature women of color, published by Nubian Images Publishing. More important than her accomplishments or awards, Deborah is a loving wife and the mother of 3 daughters. Deborah's gentle and humble nature inspires people of all walks of life to push past life's obstacles to claim the victory they richly deserve. Let us welcome Deborah Sledge.
Give thanks, sister. Give thanks. Give thanks. Greetings, everyone. So as we begin this meditation, I'm just going to ask you all to kind of sit back and relax in a chair that supports your back and your body comfortably. Most of us are running during the day, and we don't take that time to just relax for a minute and to allow ourselves to just be. And so as you're sitting back and you're relaxing, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes, and we're going to take 4 deep breaths just to get centered. And we'll take a deep breath in and let it out. And a deep breath in. And I just want you to relax your shoulders, relax your stomach and your chest, and let it out. And a deep breath in. And I want you to relax your thighs, relax your legs, relax your feet, relax your hands. And let the breath out. And a last deep breath in. Just want you to kind of sink into the chair that you're sitting in. And let it out. Now, if you can, just go ahead and breathe normally. And I want you to bring your attention to your breath without trying to change it. Just observe it. And as you continue to breathe, imagine a stream of pure white light healing energy flowing down from the source, from God, from your higher power, and into the top of your head. A glorious waterfall of pure, unconditional love, well-being, vitality, and joy, straight from the heart of the Creator, flowing through your being. And if you can't imagine it, it's okay. Just set the intentions. This pure white light healing energy shines like millions of diamonds, reflecting all the colors of the rainbow. Each color carrying a specific ray of healing and nourishment into all levels of your being. Breathe the stream into the top of your head, through your crown chakra, healing. Light flows into every cell of your being, enlightening, enlivening, and nurturing you. Breathe this white light healing energy all the way down to the soles of your feet, and visualize it going out of your feet and deep into the core of Mother Earth. This healing light circulates through you as you surrender and release everything that has veiled or clouded love. Old residue and dense particles of energy are consumed by this white light, immediately burning up in its brilliance. As you continue to breathe this pure diamond light into your crown chakra, it goes down into your third eye, right between your eyebrows. Breathe in this pure white light of love and of clarity. Release everything that has blocked your reception of the highest love and light from the source. This white light flows out from your energy centers, affirming to the world the highest truth of who you are. As you continue to breathe, the pure white light healing energy flows through your throat, and out to all humanity, bringing light, healing, and love to the world through your voice. Still breathing in this white diamond light, breathe it into your heart chakra, expanding your heart into a brilliant sphere of pure white light, radiating out in all directions. You are a unified field of pure white light, and breathe healing light into everything around you, around your body. In this light healing, release everything that no longer serves you. As you continue to breathe this white healing light, breathe it into your solar plex, just below your heart. Release and free yourself from all the should-haves, could-haves, and would-haves. Free yourself from all the rules that you have adopted that blocked you from receiving light and love. And as you continue breathing in this white light, breathe it into your sacral chakra, just below your navel, where your child rests, your inner child. Feel your beautiful and innocent child, self alive within you. Feel the pure white healing light provide you with unconditional love, divine compassion that nurtures the young being within you. And as the white light continues to flow through your body, breathe it into your root chakra at the base of your spine. This is the place that represents your tribal connection with Mother Earth and with all fellow human beings. Release all beliefs that separate you from each other. You are a unified field of pure white light. Breathe healing light into, within, through, and around your body. With each breath, this healing light expands out into a brilliant sphere of white light all around your physical body. You are a unified field of pure white light within, throughout, around your body.
I came to shake up y'all mind. It's everybody's wake up call time. I can't sleep too long. Why they do the people wrong? Let's clean the world up before
Let go of all limiting beliefs, thoughts, self-sabotaging behavior. Who you are as the I am. A unified field of pure, brilliant white light that flows through you, in you, and around you, flowing out to you, through you, to all of humanity.
Set a goal, put a plan up here. We gotta stand up here and give thanks to the man upstairs. Put the egos and the pride to the side regardless, and just be role models, parents, artists. We can make it change or we can make it the hardest. If you gon' make a baby, you should make them the smartest. Let them know good and bad, right from wrong, how to roll with the punches when life moves on. And the stress won't take toll if you don't sweat it. World won't get no better if we don't let it. Let the negative energy ride. Keep hope alive. It's about time that we open our eyes. Wake up.
Parents important. 96% of male youth defined as juvenile delinquents on probation. 95% have not been rearrested and demonstrate positive changes in their behavior. 80% of all participants have increased their report card average by 10% after 1 year in the program. 40% of all youth defined as current or past gang members have chosen to become less active gang members. Let us all join together and welcome this amazing man, Mr. Mychal Sledge.
Thank you. Michael, we'll turn it to you.
Can you hear me loud and clear? Somebody nod their head if you can. If you can't, say no.
Yes.
I can hear you. Okay. I see Mark the Afro and Rob. I just want to first and foremost thank Almighty God for another day of being alive, and I want to thank Lekan and his wife for following the spirit with the home of I Am. It takes a lot to do this, and I want to thank everybody for that long bio and that long periods of stagnation through this wireless connection and platform that we're on called Zoom. It's real important to me that I share with my friends and my family that's on this call of I am that I am. And I am are one of the two most powerful words on this earth. And it can shape and make your reality. But I got to talk about Lekan for a minute, right? I'm from a little residential neighborhood in New York called Harlem, right? And Brother Lekan is the oldest friend I have alive that I've met. And we go back to like 4 years old and 5 years old, kindergarten, slept in the same bed, peed in the same bed. Our parents were very close and we lived in two different buildings on Edgecombe and Harlem. And right before 2020, I want to say 2019, this brother found me on social media, right? And when I saw his face, I got crazy flashbacks of our childhood. Right. And I share that because I'm definitely a spiritual man. I'm not a religious man. I'm a spiritual man. Right. And in the spirit of things, I had said to my wife, and I want to thank her for her libations and for her meditation. And I live in a meditation house, truly. Right. It keeps a lot of peace here. It keeps the spirit of Almighty God in here. It keeps the ancestors in here. But for Kevin to find me after over 55 years, Lekan, over 55 years, and he's based in Atlanta in Georgia, right? But for him to find me said a lot about our childhood, but it also said a lot about the spirit of Almighty God. And I stress that because I don't believe in coincidence. I think things happen. I've been saying for over 25, 30 years, God is the best of planners. He orders my footsteps as long as I'm obedient. And even when I'm not obedient, he still orders my footsteps. I'm grateful for this brother. I'm grateful for him. His parents spent a lot of time with me, and I was the only child back then. And it just means so much to me that the universe, that the creator, that our spirits have reconnected. And just check this out, just to find out he's doing or has been doing the same work that I've been doing here in New York. How real is that? I'm talking about working with children and holistic healing and eating correctly and growing your own food and nature walks. It doesn't happen too much in my lifetime, right? This platform needs a lot of support, and I asked my friends from all different gamuts of my life to join me tonight. You know, that bio was long, right? Reminds me of something I just wrote for my brother Mark Tuggle out of Harlem. You'd have loved editing that, Mark. Real talk, right? But what's important to me is, especially during this time, 2020 hindsight, 2020 hindsight, and the pandemic, the condition of this world, the government. I can go on, and I don't want to talk about problems tonight. I want to talk about solutions.
Mike, can you hear me?
It's imperative that I do. You know, for those who are not religiously inclined, and for those who are not where they think they should be at, not where I think you should be at, but where you don't think you should be at in terms of the power of I am. The term I am relating to God appears over 300 times in the Bible, first in the book of Genesis and the last book of Revelation. This has led to the biblical God sometimes being referred as the great I am, but it's also referred in the Quran, and it's also referred in the Torah. And I bring that up for many because my life has been a gift, truly a gift. And time again, I have to call on the power within me, the God that's in me. And please don't get this twisted. I am not God. I am not perfect. But the God that's in me has allowed me to see and do some miraculous things and still be on this earth after a few battles with death, with the lower power. You know, I shared some of my darkness with Kevin and his wife, Lekan and his wife, about my past, and just to find out he had similar darkness. And I believe collectively, consciously, that we can make a change in this world, and that we will make a change in this world in spite of, under the spiritual principles of I am. You know, awareness, expansion, movement. That's an intricate part of the home of I am for Lekan and his wife. Awareness is you know, I have a saying, to be aware is to be alive. To be aware is to be alive. And depending on where you're living at and what community you're in, lack of awareness, you could actually find yourself 6 feet under. Real talk, right? So the awareness is to be alive, but I'm also tapped into the spiritual part of awareness. You know, me and Lekan both come from a 2-family household in Harlem. And I want to say back in the 50s and early 60s, you already gave up your age. I ain't want to give up mine, but back in the 50s and 60s, man, it wasn't too many 2-family households that stuck together to the bitter end, and to death did them part. His mom was like my mom was like his mom. His father took us hiking in St. Nicholas Park, man, climbing rocks. And I thought he was crazy because I thought I was gonna fall off these rocks, right? And again, I'm 5, 6, 7 years old, 8 years old. It was a Saturday adventure. And I bring all this up because community is so important to me. I've dedicated my life to God, to family, and to service. I've dedicated my life to God, to family, and to service, and to helping others. And it's been a blessing to me in tenfolds or more. You know, I have some martial arts people on here, and it was read in the bio, but my dad put me in the martial arts at the age of 10, and I have 53 years in the martial arts, and it allowed me to travel this world and see this world, unlike many other people and many other children, without doing the military thing, you know. But it also opened my eyes up to spirituality in terms of studying the Quran and studying the Bible and studying the Torah and looking at the similarities in terms of what's what. Where I'm at now in my life, and it's partially due to my wife. we had a conversation one night about what did our people pray to and what was our spiritual or religious beliefs before Islam and before Christianity. And believe me, we couldn't have that conversations with our parents. It would have started World War III. Okay. But to look back on our ancestors and what my wife did at the beginning of this presentation was libations, which is calling on the ancestors and thanking our ancestors. And we don't have to go back to King Shaka Zulu. I'm talking about your grandparents, your parents, or someone that was special that you love that's no longer on this earth, and calling on them. And libations is so important in my daily life. Invoking God in, which I do anytime someone asks me to present or to speak, but inviting God in is also powerful. And it stems and it goes to my awareness, but it also goes to I am. I am Mychal Sledge. I used to say, my name is Mychal Sledge. It's a big difference. I am Mychal Sledge. I am a child of God. I am a king's kid. I am a good husband. I am a good father. I am a great warrior. I am a teacher. I need you guys to help me with something before I continue, and that's giving thanks. There's a brother on this call, Jeffrey Noble. I know him from my childhood days, a martial artist, but he's also a teacher and a master pranic healer. And we're going to hear a clip called Energy a little later in this presentation. But Jeffrey Noble is someone dear to me, and I'm asking him or someone to put in the chat room the Noble Touch. He's healing people through pranic healing. And if you never heard of pranic healing, Google it. If you ever heard of Reiki healing, his exact words is pranic healing is Reiki on steroids. I'm a person, a human being, a spiritual being that has experienced pranic healing on my life, on my chakras, on my body, and it has healed me tremendously. I'm a trained practitioner. My daughter's a trained practitioner. She just put it in the chat room, the Noble Touch. Google it. But this brother does free healing with donations requested on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for essential workers, for seniors, for people who are struggling with physical health or mental health or anxiety, for free. I talked to Lekan about him. He actually started a fellowship once a month, every Saturday, called the I Am Fellowship. Check that out, Lekan. The I Am Fellowship. I can go for another 2 hours on the spiritual side of I Am, but I really want to hear from you guys and talk about what's stopping us from going to the next level and what's stopping us from raising our vibrations and our energy to make some things better in our lives first. You know, my wife and I started the Sledge Group, Inc., a community-based 5013C nonprofit in 1997, 98. We officially got our 5013C in 2000, and this is our 20th year. I asked some of the tutors, the mentors, the mentees to join us tonight. And it's been a blessing to serve God through mentoring. We do free mentoring, we do free tutoring, we do free parent support group. And people get blown away when I say 20 years of free work. We take clothes and toys to the shelter for the last 20 years on Christmas Eve. We feed the homeless on Thanksgiving Day for the last consecutive 20 years. And I haven't want for anything, or neither has my children or my family. But we teach our children to give back as opposed to taking, which is also spiritual. When you give, you do receive. You do receive. And sometimes it's tenfold, sometimes it's 100-fold. But I've been blessed to have my wife by my side and from my darkness into my light, to see not only our life change, but our children's life change, and now my grandchildren's life change. And I believe that's called generational wealth, as opposed to generational curses. You know, had a conversation with my youngest daughter on this call, and she's 27, and I said to her the other night, you have never seen your father drink a beer. You have never seen your father drink a glass of wine. You have never seen it in our home. You have never seen your father drunk. See, part of my consciousness of who I am and whose I am comes from doing some sacrifices that's important for us to make the changes. And I got to share, man, I see not the glass half full or the glass half empty. I see a glass and I'm grateful for the glass. And something's in that glass and it don't have to be half full, it don't have to be half empty. I'm grateful just to have the glass. My gratitude speaks, you know, when I talk to everyone about giving thanks. And that's what I need you guys to do for me. Quietly and to yourself, just give thanks 7 times for waking up, for your eyes, for your vision, for your health, for your ability to speak, for your ability to listen, for your ability to talk. See, I really don't believe we can talk and teach I am and not talk about self, because it becomes very, very, very personal. I meditate every day, I pray every day, and I learned as a 10-year-old in the martial arts what's called Zen meditation. My meditation today is totally different. And people are under the impression that you have to be still to meditate, and you don't. You can be in motion meditation, which is, Lekan, is part of that AEM, the movement. The expansion in Mychal Sledge's life is I have lived beyond what another human being would expect me to live. And I'm going to say that again. And this is also directly related to the I am and the God in me. I have lived way beyond the human perception of what another human being may think or feel, but I'm still here. You know, I get emotional talking about it. Always been in good shape. 5 national championships, 2 gold medals in the Pan American Games, listed in 5 war almanacs, made the United States karate team. I could have easily opened up a chain of martial arts school under Master Mychal Lookup Sledge name, but I chose to open up a mentoring program because of the spiritual principles that I've gained from the martial arts. Graduated high school on time, graduated college on time, played football in high school and college. And that's how I went to college on a football scholarship. And in 2015, I had my first open heart surgery in 2015. And I couldn't believe the doctors or the surgeons. And my wife was there by my side and my children were there by my side, which speaks volume to the life I live. They had to change the heart valve. It wasn't because of blockage. I didn't have a heart attack. I didn't have a stroke. My heart valve had failed. And I knew as a child I had an enlarged heart, but I never focused on that. And I need to share that as part as the mental part of I am is the mind. The most powerful tool in the hands of the oppressor is the mind of the oppressed. If my mind is strong, my feelings really don't matter. If I'm headstrong, my feelings really don't matter. That's my martial arts background, and that's my adult elder Baba thoughts and beliefs. See, all my life I've been told what I couldn't do by many people. Many people. You're too small to play football. You'll never make black belt at 15. You're definitely not gonna be no champion in the martial arts. You'll never do movies or TV. All I've been told from the outside. And see, that's where the positive affirmations come in. That's where the meditation comes in. That's where the line up and in sync with the light, Almighty God, the Creator, whatever you believe in comes in, your prayers. We talk about prayers a lot, but how many of us really meditate to listen to the answer? But I had my first open heart surgery in 2015. The day before Thanksgiving, November 27th, 2019, I get up in the morning, I go to the bathroom, I urinate, I wash my hands, 6 o'clock in the morning, my normal time, Mark Lewis, my normal time to go to the bathroom. I ain't one of them guys that go all night. And both my legs gave out, Mark Tuggle. Both my legs. I called out to my wife, she put me in the bed, called the ambulance, blood clot came down my aorta, cut off circulation in both legs. Long story short, I stayed in the hospital for 30 days, my second open heart surgery. And I don't know if you understand what open heart surgery is, but they literally crack your chest cavity, open it up, take out your heart, put you on a machine, fix and repair it, put it back in, and close you back up. I share that because that's my expansion in life. You know what it taught me, Lekan? What's important and what's really not important. How precious life is. And then then COVID-19 hit, the pandemic hit, right? And I say that because I don't want anybody to get off this call tonight and assume tomorrow they're gonna wake up. There's a couple more hours in this day, live your life to the fullest. All right, I need you guys to like really put your information in the chat room. I got Dr. Obari from Chicago, and I've been trying to connect him with Mark Tuggle under the umbrella of mental illness. Dr. Obari is a young brother I met that's doing phenomenal work in the mental illness work. The last video you're gonna watch is a young brother that was brought to us last week named Hattie. He goes by the name of Jihad, his real name, but he does some awesome work in the Bronx. I got brother Rob Walker on here who has been in the Sledge group for 20 years, and he's not a kid anymore. He has his own designers company. He's done it. It's so important that this isn't the Mychal Sledge show, Lekan. It's so important because what I've been able to do is put, and not me, Almighty God, the universe, the Creator, put nothing but strong people around me. Brother Mark Lewis is a financial advisor, very, very humble brother. You got financial issues. There's so many powerful people on this call. There's a sister named Lori Huggins who's holistic, who's living this life, who's carrying the message, who's a servant. I ask all of y'all to put your information in the chat room. You know, the most powerful thing I can say to anybody tonight is take a minute under the moon, without the moon, but before this night is over, alone, tap into the power within you and talk to yourself for guidance. I remember being taken to the ambulance, in an ambulance, my first time in, and I'm in the ambulance saying, God, I hear you. I hear you loud and clear. What is it that you want me to do that I'm not doing? And what is it that I'm doing that I need to stop doing? And you know what? I had to learn how to walk all over again. I had to learn how to walk all over again. My mind and the power of I am, I wouldn't have allow myself to be using the cane or using a walker or being around in a wheelchair. I walk a minimum of 12,000 steps a day now. I want to be here for another 63 years, Lekan. I want the legacy to see it continue in my life and many others. This is a state of emergency, and this is a period of transformation that's taking place in this universe, in this world, and we really need to pay attention. Makia, can you put all the information in for Sledge Group on how they can reach us? We're looking to open up a Sledge Academy, a school where we can educate our children better and improve on what the education system is doing now. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me tonight and joining us tonight. And please don't be shy in sharing your story and your information. Thank you. Ashe. And let's give thanks. Please
Ashe,
give
Michael.
thanks.
Ashe. Ashe.
Ashe.
Ashe. This is great. Before we open up the floor, I just want to, thank Brother Michael and his darling queen wife, Deborah, for coming on and sharing this energy. What a mission. I told Michael that, listen, we're going to connect Northeast to the South. There's a sister on here, her name is Jackie Miller. She's out in Cleveland. So we're going out there to make this connection and for all of this wonderful I am work that's being done all around the country. I'm so happy to see everyone is using the chat box. Please look in there. There's a lot of information. I'm watching the powerful information going down. When I save this particular Home of I Am session, I will save the chats here too, because there's some very, very powerful information. Before we open it up too, on a lighter note, I think back because Mike and I go way back, and I told Mike I would not go too deep here, but there's one thing, that I have to share, because Mike and I, as he mentioned, we rode together. I mean, we were little kids, and we just had a great time in Harlem, and I was kind of a bad little kid. I'm going to say this publicly, and Brother Mike was a humble guy. I have two claim to fame, if you will. I think there's, I'm going to deviate, just so digress a little bit. There's a brother from the Sugar Hill Gang. His name is Big Hank. And one of my big claims is, and may Hank rest in peace, I beat him Indian wrestling. That was a big deal for us because I had an older brother. Hank is a big guy, right? So we competed a lot. That's who we were, growing up. And they wanted me to Indian wrestle Hank. And I said, I can never beat that guy. That guy's too big. My brother grabbed me, my older brother, Mike knows him. And he says, oh, yes, you can, just call on the gods. I said, what are you talking about, calling the gods? So he gave me kind of a mantra to say. He told me to look in his eyes, and he says, now go ahead and take Hank down, right? So I did it one time. They let it go. Boom, went down. And Hank couldn't believe it. Eyes looked open. He said, let's do that again. I said, no. That's it. One time, I'm going home. But it just showed me these special things that you have inside, The other one was Mike, I think Mike, when we was little, I may have hooked Mike up a little bit. We were bad little kids. And we're playing in the streets, and I kind of remember thinking about the stuff, and so Mike and I, we got separated. When I said hook them up, I mean, knock them on the head a little bit. We're in the hallways playing, and then Mike and I got separated, and I think I was about 16 or 17 years old, and I was in Harlem working, and I was at PS 123, and I was looking for Michael then, and somebody said, Sledgehammer? I said, what you talking about, Sledgehammer? I said, I know Michael. I said, no, you don't know the hammer? And so somehow Mike found his way over to PS 123. I said, what are you talking about, hammer? And so we went on the court to play a little basketball. And Mike bumped up to me one time. It was like a ton of steel. I looked at him. I said, Mike, now when we was little, I was just playing, So I was so proud. I'll never forget that day, Michael. I was so proud of what you did for yourself, how strong you became, the strength, And I do want you to remember now, brother, I'm going to be coming to New York or up to New York to see you. So I'm apologizing publicly for all the things that I did when we were 6 or 7 years old. But no, I just want to tell you, brother, I love you. I love you. I love your wife. I love your energy. I love your spirit. I love your heart. And I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful that the Creator has brought us full circle, and you're introducing me to your powerful circle. So, and I also want to apologize, but But as Mike told me he said, Lekan, you got to get out of the way of home of I am now, right? So that means don't worry about what works or what doesn't work, okay? Um, so I have this little computer, you know, I'm streaming YouTube. I got Facebook going. I'm Facebook Live. I got Zoom going. So the computer gets hung up a little bit sometimes. I got to get a bigger computer now because we're growing. That's okay. That's a good thing. But I appreciate your understanding. But you can, when we are streaming YouTube, these are some great artists and musicians and composers that Michael is familiar with. So, you know, you can look them up on YouTube and enjoy them yourself, okay? With that being said, we're running pretty early. I just really wanted to give Michael the platform in the forum. We're going to wrap up at about 9:30. So we can open up. If you would just kind of look at your screens, and if there's something that you would like to share. At this point, we have like, and we can combine them. It's like takeaways, actionable thoughts, things that you want to share and think of. We have about 15 or 20 minutes left on this this Zoom call. So please feel free, and let's make it happen. Let's hear some more powerful and wonderful energy.
Come on, Rob Walker. Come on, Heidi. Somebody.
And
Okay. As Mr. Sledge said, my name is Robert Thomas Walker. I am a former mentee, now mentor of Sledge Group. I've been in Sledge Group since the inception. A lot of people say we are a product of our environment. And for me, that is definitely the truth. Sledge Group has changed my life in definitely the better, because I could have, should have, glad I'm not, should have been dead or in jail. But I have never been to jail. I graduated college. I am a father. I am a business owner. And I am the product of Mr. Sledge's I am, which he does not know but he says it all the time. His I am, one of his I ams is, I am a person that will touch the unborn. I am a person that will plant a seed and watch it grow. When it does grow, I will be there to see it. 20 years is a lot of time to plant a seed and to watch it grow. So, and it's not even a take on I am. My I am is self-love. When you say I am, it's determining that you love yourself and not listening to the negative voices that are external of who you are. Because your opinion of me is not my reality. I actually had a kind of a little revelation today that I am is discipline. You're disciplining yourself to tell yourself every day, I am a good father. I am a good child. I am a good mother. I am a good business owner. Me, I am Boss Vision. I am my own clothing line, my brand. Anything you see me wearing, besides sneakers, it's mine. I wear it because I'm proud of it, and that's what I am. I am a child of God. I am a man still learning. I do not know everything, but I'm willing to learn and keep learning. Because if you stop learning, you're automatically dead. I am powerful. I am a leader. I am a teacher. I am a student.
Can I go?
Thank you. Go ahead.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, that was a great. I like what you got going over there, Robert. You could put your email in here. I want to hit you up about some clothing line because I make music. But that's another story I'm gonna get into.
I do that. I do that too.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, you make music too? Oh, that's cool. I'm big on like I don't really like with the well, first and foremost, my name is Jihad. I'm from the Bronx. I got invited Michael Sledge. Yeah, I love what I heard today. And I'm just big on like the people that's making music now. I don't really like what they're giving to the next generation. You know, I wasn't built on that, you know, so I'm trying to like change the game and do things different. So I just did something for the community not too long ago. I'm gonna actually post a link in here and I'll post my music in here too. So yeah. And I like how y'all started the show off with Wake Up Everybody with John Legend, I think it was, and Mary J. Blige and Ashanti. I love that song because I think we need more of that, you know? So I'm just big on like building, and I'm trying to get help and learn from the people that was here before me and teach the ones that's coming after us. So that's basically my thing, just big on energy.
Jihad, we're ending today's presentation with your video about energy. So don't go nowhere. Put your information in your YouTube page. And if anybody don't know, I'm about the young people. They gonna carry this world, they gonna carry this universe, and the more I can keep them underneath me. Rob Walker, you missed Wednesday night in group, but Jihad joined us on Sledge Group on Wednesday night on Zoom. Okay, so y'all gonna connect either way. But just so you know, that energy YouTube video that you played, my brother Lekan is gonna play it tonight, so everybody can hear your talent. There's no profanity, it ain't nasty, it's a positive message, and you're teaching our kids in the Bronx, in the hood, straight up the hood, on how to live a better life at 24 years old, man. You're powerful. I'm gonna shut up. Come on, man. Come on, Kev. Lekan. Mark Lewis' hand is up.
So my interception with King Mychal has been an awakening for me. I've spent 30 odd years in the financial service field. I'd like to think that I'm a performer. In that I say that I perform to the highest level. I perform to the level of our counterparts, our clear-skinned counterparts. And in doing that, I've gotten a lot of accolades. But there was something missing. There was something missing from everything that I did, everyone I served, that I was not finding. And so I encountered Mychal about 5 or 6 years ago, and it was really peripheral because we met, we kind of briefly engaged, but I didn't stay. Then a few years back, I realized that I wasn't finding the way to give back. And out of my engagement with the mentoring group, out of the work with Deborah and Mychal, out of the work of the young men and women that I associate myself with the Sledge group, I've been able to give back to the youth in a way that I've probably never given back to many of my clients. Mentoring is a fulfilling obligation. Mentoring helps you learn more about who you are than about who that person is. Mychal, Deborah, you guys should be pedestals. You guys should be revered. You guys should be honored for the work that you are doing and for the people you bring along and for the people that you touch. Sledge group, the mentoring makes a difference. There you go.
Love you, Mark.
I think we had, your blessings. I think we had 2 people that raised their hand. I think it was
I
my
raised my hand when I finished.
Mark and Earl. Mark and Earl, I think you raised your hand.
Come on, Mark Tuggle.
Peace, everybody. Mychal and Deborah, thank you for inviting me to this event. I love you both. I'm so proud of both of you. I joined the Sledge group 18 years ago. 18 years ago, I joined the Sledge group, and I met Rob there. I met Makia, I met Chanel, and it's been such a joy to watch them grow and mature and evolve as capable and responsible and committed human beings and adults being of service to the universe. So I'm grateful for that. I am 60 years old, which I can't believe. My birthday was August the 6th. I am a Leo. Thank you very much. I'm currently editing a book. The book is entitled Cultural Silence and Wounded Souls, Black Men Speak About Mental Health. And the book is an anthology of a number of different men from walks of life, artists, clinicians, educators, lyricists, poets, social change agents, and they're sharing their experiences with mental health and mental illness, either on a personal side or professional side. And the reason why it was important for me to get the personal and professional perspective is because life is about balance. Deepak Chopra says that healing is the natural tendency to restore balance when it's lost. So, we live in a society where our humanity is not valued. And so many of us do not have balance in our lives. And I think it's really important to cultivate that balance. And one of the ways we do that is by telling our stories and sharing our experiences. We turn our pain into purpose. So I have a website. I'll put the address in the chat. I would encourage people to check out the website. There's information. There's a media page where you can watch people talk about their personal experiences. There are people who have podcasts, there are helplines, hashtags. There's a resources page where you can find about different books, clinicians, there's stuff online. It's really important for people of African descent to get in touch with their mental health and learn how to feel good about themselves and to be of service to their families, their community, and also to themselves. And so that's my contribution today. And thank you, Mychal and Deborah. Love you both.
Blessings. Thank you. That's fantastic. Ashe. I think we have Earl and then Makia.
Come on, Earl. Unmute yourself, brother.
Can everyone hear me?
We can hear you.
Good, making sure.
And it was light.
So to say thank you to everyone that spoke before me. Everything said previously was amazing. Thank you for inviting me to be a part of this, Mr. Sledge. And I'll give a bit of backstory of how I joined the Sledge group. Well, I'm going on this summer 2 years now of being a part of such an amazing group. I've grown and developed so much. Compared to when I started, my work when it comes to school was a bit lackluster. It was missing something. It wasn't as good as it could have been. I was doing just enough to get by. But after joining Sledge Group, not only have I been able to grow as a person, but in terms of academics, I've managed to graduate high school with not a regular diploma. I graduated with my Regents diploma. That's eight Regents this year.
Say that again.
I've graduated with 8 Regents this year.
Say that again.
In spite of remote learning, I've graduated with 8 Regents to get my advanced Regents diploma.
Woo!
That's my boy.
I've grown socially, I can say without a doubt. I've gone more verbal, more articulate when it comes to speaking. I'm still working on it myself. Even there's always improvement that can be made, but I've been doing better. I've noticed I've been able to do better after joining Sledge Group. I've been able to voice my opinion, whether it be in home or something that I don't see that's right, being in the field outside while I'm working. But I've gotten so many different opportunities, such as working with I see Rob says great shirt. Yes, this is Rob's shirt. I had to rep for Rob. But I've gotten to work with Mr. Lewis, Mark Lewis, with New York Life, giving a separate perspective on a different business aspect. Because originally I just wanted to do cooking, but after deep consideration, I've decided to move into the field of psychology. And next week I start my journey at John Jay Criminal Justice, where I got accepted to for college.
Yeah.
Again, I just wanted to say thank you for letting me be a part of this. And I would not be who I am without Sledge Group or without any of this. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Ashe.
Thank you. Thank you.
We have, out of respect for time, we're learning as we go, but we're going to take one more. I think it is Sister Makia. We look forward to hearing from you. After Makia, we're going to ask maybe Mychal to come back and give a little summation of today's gathering, and we'll probably end with artistic expression, if that's okay. But we're growing, we're learning, and Mychal, I'm staying out of the way, okay?
All right, my brother. All right. Let God work.
Makia, please.
Hi, everybody. First, thank you for having this platform in this format. I mean, I don't really know how I met Mychal and Deborah Sledge. If you really want to go down that road. No, I'm very grateful to have them as parents. And I feel like they hear it more these days, the older I get. In terms of like the Sledge Group and how it's affected my life, it's taught me a lot from an observer standpoint. And I've been trying to like figure out how to phrase this in my head while everybody was talking this time, so I apologize. But it's definitely taught me a lot. And it's also provided a lot of resources, a lot of connections, a lot of people to just like bounce ideas off of and go to. My father always says, like, you need to know my network. And as a child, I just felt like I didn't necessarily need it. I felt like I knew everything and I had everything. And I want to be really clear, like, child is based off of a mindset, not necessarily an age. So with that, I just greatly appreciate my parents and for them showing up and choosing to show up the way that they do. I'm just very grateful. I'm in a lot of different things. So I currently am teaching. This is my 5th year teaching in a New York City charter school. I am also in the process of creating and like refining my own visions and my own ideas, some of which that you guys will be able to see now are 2 of the Instagrams that I tagged. So one is called We the Try. And that's essentially where I'm sharing some of my experiences and sharing some of my stories, and shedding light on different perspectives and different ways to view the world. Essentially debunking society and the way that we see it as, to like recreate our culture. The second thing is the co-creators. So I like to work with different businesses, find the things that they say that are the things that like just click, the things that people need to hear, those light bulb and aha moments, make it real pretty, make it look nice for Instagram, and allow them to work with me like through a bartering system, as well as like many other things that like I'm in the process of creating and cultivating. So just, stay tuned. It's a pretty interesting kid over here. But thank you again. No, seriously, thank you for this platform. Like, I think the whole idea and the whole vision is something that's greatly needed for the time that we're in. So thank you.
Ashe, sister. Ashe. That is Mychal's daughter.
The community has raised her. The community has raised her. Not just me and Deborah.
Yeah.
She looks like a mother. Pretty as hell.
She surely does.
Can I just say something really quickly? I remember, and I never forget this, Mark Tuggle, when I was little, he took me to the North Shore Animal League. And it was just, for some reason, it was just something that I always wanted to do. And to me, that just like blew my mind. But there's just so many monumental people that I've grown up watching in Sledge Group. So it just, everybody is just very valuable in their own different ways and in the way that they grow and in the things that they can share. So,
Give thanks. Give thanks. Give thanks.
So once again, as we begin to wrap up, I'm going to ask everyone to please, I'm talking to Mychal and Deborah to figure out a way to contact, connect, what's the best way. But for now, if you can either just leave me an email address or a way that you would prefer to be contacted in terms of the future Home of I Am meetings. We have a few more coming to the end of the year. We have presenters already. Mychal already has a person or two going into 2021. So we're moving ahead and forging ahead. So I'm really excited about that. I want to give a quick shout out to a few of our folks here from the South Side, because New York is represented big time. Thank you, Judy, for coming on board. I see you, and Day Max, and of course, my beautiful sister, Jackie, and all of you folks from out there in the Northeast. I'm just sending you tons and tons of love. We are very extremely and very, very grateful to have you join here with us. Mike, excuse me? Okay, and Mychal, once again, I just want to thank you. When Mychal and I talk on the phone, we get emotional. I mean, there's a few words, I'm already starting, most times I have to tell him, hey man, I got to call you back. I can't finish a conversation with the guy, so I just love him. That's all I could tell you. He's a soldier. He's a warrior. He's committed. And I know it every time I hear his voice. We just talk just for a little bit. And Mike, I just want to thank you, brother.
Thank you, brother. Okay,
so if you can close us out, and I will attempt to screen share the song that you wanted me. I think it's Energy. We'll get it to play as much as we can. If not, please just look for it on YouTube, but I will try to play it on our computer here. We're working with what we got right now, but we're going to get better.
Yeah, I put my information in the chat room for everyone. This young brother, like I said, he joined Sledge Group last Wednesday night. Another mentor brought him in. His name is Jihad Bryant. He's on this call. He's doing phenomenal work in the community, and he's doing it on a small scale. In the hood, man, and he's making a difference. And when I heard his video last week, oh man, when I heard his video, Mark Tuggle, put your website in for Abari, Dr. Abari Qatar, because y'all got to connect. But when I heard his video last week, it brought tears to my eyes, and it made me think about this event I had to do. The world, our life, is all about energy. It really is about energy. And if you can't take anything away from tonight, take the energy of love. Love yourself, love others. Instead of getting angry and getting upset, take the energy of love and carry it through the rest of your week, through the rest of your day. To whoever's at home with you, just hug up on them, love up on them. The energy is so powerful for our existence. I am all that I am, and I know who I am. Please, and I want to thank again everybody for joining us tonight. It's a powerful night. And who was supposed to be on this call, Lekan, was on this call. Nothing but the creator.
Energy, 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 yeah. Energy, yeah. Whose birthday is it? I need energy. Oh, that's your best friend, let me see some energy. Oh, she twerk a little bit when I need energy. Right cheek, left cheek, good energy. It's a vibe over here, bring that energy. Call your friends, cause we finna get more energy. I'ma call the guys, we finna have a party. Go hard, baby, let's get started. I need energy, energy, energy. Yeah, what you said? Energy, energy. Oh, I thought that's what you said. So you dance more energy, you sing more energy. Anything you do in life, I need more energy. Energy rising. Creators all around me, so it keep on rising. Know they hate me cause I feel an energy lying. I'ma throw my little something like a surprise party. And after that we gon' keep on vibing. Genuine love and good energy around me. Negativity, dog, that's bad energy. Authentic from the jump, that's great energy. Yeah, yeah. Whose birthday is it? I need energy. Oh, that's your best friend, let me see some energy. Oh, she twerk a little bit while I need energy. Right cheek, left cheek, good energy. It's a vibe over here, bring that energy. Call your friends cause we finna get more energy. I'ma call the guys, we finna have a party. Go hard, baby, let's get started. Give me that energy, protect your energy. Let's go. And you can sit at the table, just bring some energy. No negativity, we just be building beat. Mark my word, I soon run the industry. In the good way, bud, I bring the energy. You know what's so dope, I swear they gon' be feeling me. I swear they gon' be feeling me. Give me the energy, you know I need some energy. Give me your E, give me your N, give me your E, give me your R, give me your G, give me your Y. Y'all know the word energy, spell it out one more time. Give me your E, give me your N, give me your E, give me your R, give me your G, give me your Y. Y'all know the word energy, let's go. I need energy, energy, I need energy, energy, I need energy, energy, I need energy, energy. Whose birthday is it? I need energy. Oh, that's your best friend, let me see some energy. Oh, she twerk a little bit while I need energy. Right cheek, left cheek, good energy. It's a vibe over here, bring that energy. Call your friends cause we finna get more energy. I'ma call the guys, we finna have a party. Go hard, baby, let's get started.
Hattie Had on YouTube. Hattie Had on YouTube. HADDY HAD. You got to see his other videos. Powerful young brother, 24 years old. Many of our leaders, civil rights movement, were in their 20s. Many of them, early 20s. Malcolm Martin. Powerful. Give thanks.
Thank you.
I'd like to thank everyone again. Tomorrow, please remember, what's your aim? What's your awareness? Where's your expansion and what's your movement? Until we see each other again. Ashe.
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 Much peace.
Give thanks.
Good night, everybody. Peace, everyone.
Peace. Peace. Amari, Dr. Amari, I'm going to send you Mark Tuggle's information in
Peace and blessings.
Hey, Detrell.
Yeah. Hey, Detrell. Tim.
Enjoy. Peace and blessings.
Yes.
And blessings.
Blessings.
Peace and blessings.
Mark, I need your information too. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Let's build. Let's keep building. Let's keep building. Let's keep building. Let's keep building.
Greetings, Lisa.
Ashe, us.
Thank you. Good night.
Blessings.
Aaron.
Well, y'all have a good evening. Peace and blessings, everybody.
Thank you so much, Judy. Thank you.
Yes, enjoy.
Absolutely. Yeah, glad to see you. Please give brother a hug.
I sure will. Peace and blessings.
Thank you. Peace and blessings.
As well.
Okay.
Nice.